Welcome to another S&P 500 analysis. Today is April 25th, 2023. In this video, we're going to take a look at the two FAANG stock that reported after the close today, Microsoft and Google. And also, we're going to take a look at the ETF, SPYQQQIWM. Now, let's take a look at these indexes today. All down, the market was basically negative today, with the Dow Jones Transportation down more than 3.5%, and the S&P 500 1.5%, and the Russell 2000 almost 2.5%, and the Nasdaq 100 almost 2%. So you can see that everyone is down today. And for the week today, let's take a look at the week to date. The worst performer is the transportation so far, lost 473 points, and the best performer is the Dow Jones Industrial, only losing 0.82% of 278 points, but the S&P 500 lost 1.5% at 61.89 points, almost 62 points, and the Nasdaq 100 lost 275 points to just a little bit over 2%. So again, the market is pretty negative today. You can see there's huge down candle here on the S&P 500. Take a look at this sentiment chart here. You can see that the VIX came up a little bit. Remember on the weekend video, we're looking somewhere down at the 16 below the 17 level. Right now it's sitting at 18.76. So today the VIX came up. And also notice that put call ratio, the put call ratio is above 1 now. So there are more put buying than actually call buying or trading those put than call. And you see that the market came down today. The S&P 500 lost 1.58%, or a little bit over 65 points. And here, looking at the up-down volume ratio, you see that it's almost 7-to-1 on the downside today in favor of the down volume. And also it's bond market sell-off here. We got bond market participation 2,037, more declining issue than advancing issues. And here we are noticing the new high is outnumbered the new low now on the New York Stock Exchange, with 44 more new 52-week high than 52-week low. And now we're starting to see that correction here. Remember those negative divergence, although it still haven't completely resolved yet, but it is starting that resolution process. You see the S&P 500 coming down much more steeper than the advanced decline, although today's the advanced decline, the daily advanced decline was pretty humongous, over 2,000 more declining issue than advancing issue. Still a way to go, because we see that it probably will need to come down and take out this low here, down near the 3,800 area here. The Nasdaq market also have almost 4-to-1 in favor of the down volume, and 2,500, more than 2,500 more decline issue than advancing issue, 2,580. So definitely there was a broad market sell-off in the Nasdaq market. Nasdaq 100 lost almost 1.9% of 244 points. And here we are looking at the acceleration of the expansion of the number of 52-week low over the number of 52-week high. See 452 stock make new 52-week low versus only 72 make 52-week high. And here we go, we're still getting more negative divergence. Look at the cumulative AD line. It really took a dive today. Remember, we're at 2,500 more declining issue than advancing issue, although the Nasdaq market was down 1.9% or so. But that is still, in comparison to the advanced decline line, it is not enough. We're basically still looking at this level down here, somewhere around 11,700, to get taken out in order to solve these negative divergence between the cumulative AD line and the index itself. Now let's take a look at the index ETF, starting with the SPY, the ETF for the S&P 500. Here's the weekly expected upper range. It's between 418.75 and 417, or almost 418. And the lower range is between 406.50 and 404. You can see today it actually came down and tagged the lower range here. And with the earning report from Microsoft and Google, who knows, this might bounce back, or it might just come to this lower range. And we still have a couple more FAANG stock to report. One is Meta and also Amazon. So that could also move this ETF up or down later on in the week as well. Now here is the composite volume profile that we've been working on. And you can see that right now the price is inside of this balance area here, and it's sitting right at the edge of this, right? This low volume zone here. And if it dip below this lower range of the expected move, then it could come down and into this balance area. Then it could start chopping around and start making its way down based on the auction process to the other end of this balance area. Now there is this composite point of control at 395.83. So look for that 396 as one of the potential support level. But for now, we're basically looking at this 406. If it dipped below 406, come into this 404, then we could see it to get into this balance area, and we could start seeing the S&P 500 and also the SPY start, chopping down toward this 380, 376 area, somewhere around here at this 375. And for the QQQ, the upper range of this weekly expected move is between 324.30 and 323.20. And the lower range is somewhere between 310 and 307.75. And you can see today it actually came down the low, tagged this lower range, and then it bounced back up. And just sitting right on top of this 313.50 zone here. Now here's the composite volume profile that we've been watching. And again, you could see that it is been hovering in this high volume area here. They've been bouncing here. So if it come into this huge balance area here, then we could see it first come down to this area just a little bit over 300 level, and see would it hold this trend line here. We do have this trend line to see would it hold this support, and if it doesn't, then we are basically looking for it to work itself down to this 270 area, the other side of this balance area. And look at the Russell 2000. We see the Russell 2000 actually closed below the lower range of the expected move, which is between 174 and 172.75, and the upper range is between 182 and 181.20. You see that it closed off the low, also closing at the low of the day. So remember in the weekly video, we talk about the Russell 2000 cash index, and we're expecting it for it to come down to this other side of this balance area. So if we take a look at this volume profile, this is the volume profile that we've been watching here. See this huge balance area here, and once it's dipped below this area and came into this second half, the bottom half of this volume profile distribution, we see that it's been trying to get back up there and was unable to do that. So right now we're looking for this thing to come down to this edge and see would it get a bounce, and if it doesn't, it break below this, outside of this area, get outside of this balance area, then we are looking at these low possibly get tagged and get tested, and that would bring it down to about the 164 area. Here we are looking at Google. Google reported earnings after the close today, and you can see that the market was projecting a plus or minus 5% move or so. And you see that Google did almost that because it came down to this zone here, to this zone right here near this $101 area. And this is right here at this high volume edge right here. And then bounces back up. And right now it is just basically hovering around where it closed. And that is where this composite point of control is sitting at somewhere 105 area. So we'll see what will Google do tomorrow when it opens on a regular session. Will it start chopping down, or will it try to go up, or just stay here, right? I mean, those are the three possibilities, up, down, and sideways. So have your pick. But definitely Google seems to be indecisive regarding to the outcome of its earnings report. So we'll see how it behaves tomorrow. And looking at Microsoft here, Microsoft also reported earnings after the close here, and you could see that initially it came down to near this 274 area, near the this zone here at 275.74. So these are the expected move, the range for the earnings report, and also is the expected move for this week. So you want to see these things, and also the other couple other stock, right? The FAANG stock, the Meta and Amazon. Go check out my Substack page because I posted this last night, and if you subscribe to my Substack, you should have received that on your email. and you would have known these are the levels to keep an eye on for today on the earning. So you see that Microsoft is up here now, up at the 300 level. I doubt Microsoft will actually move above that. I think it will fade back down and maybe come down back and double check this composite point of control here and possibly close out the week near this upper zone here, somewhere around 294. That's what my expectation is since Microsoft did bounce up on the earning. So, but you never know, right? But those are the things that I'm looking for right now on Microsoft. That's why one of these things is I try to tell people, it's very tricky to trade into earning. It's best to wait for the earning report come out and the conference call and that sort of thing and let it sort it out. And then you could pick the direction because you're trying to anticipate. That is just like gambling. You are trying to guess what the market will do or how it react to the earnings. So anyway, I mean, that's an individual preference. I know a lot of people like to, take a stab at it and buy some strangle or straddle or way out of the money call and put and that sort of thing. But, that is just like rolling the dice. Anyway, those are the two earning report that came out this afternoon. And if you want to see more of these things, go and check out my Substack page. And the link is smtraderca.substack.com. Now, looking at this market profile chart for the ES, the E-mini S&P 500 futures, you can see right now it's broken from this balance area. Remember, we were talking about this balance area here, pretty much like between this 4100 and this 4160 area here, right? We see this balance area. It went above it and it came back in. So this is more like a look above and fail. And now it is breaking down below. So we'll see, would it be able to do a look below and fail and then come back in? Because there are a lot of unfinished business that left behind today. And let me zoom this in so we can see this on today's profile here. We see there are some single prints between 4116 and a quarter and 4109 and a quarter. And here's the POC is 4103 and a half, and also finished with a poor low at 4091 and a half. So if the market is going to come back up and the E-mini is coming back up, so look for these levels to get tagged and possibly come back up. And if they take out this high, look for these guys to be in play here. Now, these are a little bit off. I need to adjust this back up here to this 4157 and a half. So if it come down on the downside, look for this low to get taken out and then come back down to this March 30th point of control down here. And also this FOMC is seen to climb at 4073 again. Remember that 4073? Now we have that the last FOMC seen a decline is down here at 4034. So these are the level to keep an eye on the downside, and these are the level on the upside from the market profile perspective. Now, if you like this content and you find it informative, be sure to smash that thumbs up to give it a like and help me promote this video on YouTube. And if you are new to this channel and like to continue to watch these content from me, be sure to subscribe to this channel, click the subscribe, and also turn the notification icon on so you will be notified when I upload a new video.